Hi guys, I'm Shawn and this is ShawnReacts. Welcome to my channel. Guys, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and if at the end of the video you found that you enjoyed it, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Okay guys, so I wanted to get into some EXO today. Now, I don't want to do anything too controversial because I'm not really sure where to place my feet when it comes down to a lot of the history type things. I know someone had requested a video about Mama 2017, what happened, and I really want to do that one, and I plan on doing that one as well because it seemed like it would have a lot of good details in it, and since XOLs did request it, then I feel like that would probably be a good one for me to react to. Now, the one I chose to do today, because I just want to delve a little bit more into them, is the mistreatment of EXO from 2011 to 2020. So this is pretty recent, and I really want to know what's going on. You know, you hear all kinds of stuff, but you don't know what's true and what's not true, whatever. So hopefully this video will have some good information for me. I've just fallen in love with EXO, and I don't like hearing that anybody gets mistreated, because it's just not fair for anybody to not be treated fairly and to have the things that they need. So yeah, I'm very interested to see in what ways have they been mistreated, because I do see a mistreatment going around quite a bit in K-pop. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump straight into this video.
Hello fellow boomers, welcome to my new
Those
video.
filters are a trip, aren't they, y'all?
Hello, I'm Guy. No, that's not my real name. I just wanted to sound cool. Yes, you can subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I do those 30-day challenges, and I need someone to tell me that I'm doing amazing. And memes. All the good stuff. This video has a more serious tone than my other videos. So today, I will be talking about EXO's mistreatment more in depth. Talking about the group in general, members and subunits CBX and SC. Now first, I want to say that I will not mention any other group in this video. This obviously isn't a competition, and I would appreciate it if you didn't also. I understand that all K-pop groups go through a lot, and me doing this video isn't invalidating their struggles. But just because other groups might have in a way bigger problems, that doesn't invalidate EXO's struggles.
Sure does
Let's
not.
just stay in one lane and talk about EXO in this video, and then I will do more of these. If by any chance you don't know who EXO is, let me introduce them quickly. I don't even need K-profiles for this. I just know my stuff. EXO is a 9-member K-pop boy group under SM Entertainment. Previously this group had 12 members into subunits, EXO K, EXO Korea, and EXO M, EXO Mandarin, until 3 EXO M members, Kreese, Luhan and Tao left sequentially in 2014. Then 2 subunits merged into one group, and they are just called EXO. Current subunits are EXO CBX and EXO SC. Group consists of the leader Suho, Zimin, Lei, Dikayan, Chen, Janil, Dio, Kai, and Sehan. That's not how you pronounce it, but Daniel tried his best, okay? They debuted on April 8, 2012 with Mama, the song, not the snake. Fandom name XOL, official color Cosmic Lat. I feel like, whenever someone mentions EXO's mistreatment, people pull the big 3 card. But as I said in my K-pop opinions video, being from one of the big 3 is just as worthy of respect as it's being from a smaller company. The big 3 aren't called like that for nothing. They shaped the sound of K-pop today and had a big part in making it globally.
So the big 3 are the 3 main companies, is that JYP, SM, and YG?
Considering that all the groups from the big 3 get an immediate media attraction. People don't seem to understand that, but the bigger the company, more people want to be part of it. But there is this thing called survivorship bias or survival bias. So survival bias is the logical error of concentrating on the people or things that made it past some selection process, and overlooking those that did not, typically because of their lack of visibility. This can lead to false conclusions in several different ways. Basically, you are hearing from people that made it because they have a platform to tell you their story. But the people that didn't quote-unquote succeed You don't know their story essentially. With that being said, in my opinion, being from a big three is not a valid argument. Let's start from the beginning. Groups can be mistreated in many ways, but EXO's mistreatment starts with their company, SM Entertainment. When they were trainees and rookies, they didn't receive proper food, place to live in. Here's a clip of Tao talking about his hardships. Essentially, EXO's too.
Wow, that's powerful, because he absolutely is feeling some type of way about it. Like, they're lucky.
There was an anti-EXO fan cafe created even before their official debut, 3 days after they released their first ever teaser, since the 24th of November, 2011. Gamangso stands for Garyoki Gamang Hanun Sori, which means, roughly in Korean, the deadening sound of Garyo. Garyo meaning Korean music, and this organization is dedicated to promoting hateful opinions on EXO. Within the posts that the anti-cafe members posted, it was common to see EXO members' images edited onto portraits of the deceased. In Korea, these portraits are carried through a funeral procession, indicating the passing of the person. Personal attacks and defamation of the members were also prevalent throughout the anti-cafe, and many other despicable things. This fan cafe gained the attention in 2014. Years
that's
after
horrible.
being active, and even though it was getting
People can be so damn cruel.
It also grew bigger. They didn't hurt just EXO, but also their families and even fans. Lee Kyan revealed while being on Radio Star that SM, besides not feeding them well, they also didn't allow mobile phones, so they were basically alienated from the rest of the world.
없어서 저희끼리 막 이렇게 시간 갖고 막 그랬었는데 세상과 단절되고 막 그랬었는데 이제는 뭐 핸드폰 들고 다니시고 그리고 또 그 김밥만 1년 내내 저희는 먹었거든요. 김밥을 먹는데 그 안에 참치김밥 한 2개 정도만 12명에서 참치김밥 2개 정도 누가 먼저 끼워.
That's horrible. And you know what? This video is going to, I can already tell, it's going to touch on so many things, and I think this person is so absolutely correct that this is a big problem. This is a huge problem, and it's so sad because a lot of the different groups will have, you know, each group has their own fans, you know, and when you're a fan of one group, you know about the struggles of that group. You know, that's really the only group that you may be paying attention to, and you know about their struggle. So you feel like their struggle is the hardest struggle. Oh my God, they're going through it. You know, they're being put through it, and you don't realize that just about all of the groups surrounding, you know, them, all of the groups out there on the field are having their own hardships, their own struggles. They're all going through something, but it's hard to see that when you're focused on one thing. So I think it's important to watch videos like this, because it kind of opens your eyes and makes you understand that it's not just one set of people that's going through it and getting hell and being hurt mentally, physically, emotionally, you know what I mean? All of these guys are going through that, you know, and so everyone needs to take a step back and try to just be a little bit more understanding that every last one of these groups have suffered and went through something, and they all need to be supported properly and not to have all of this crazy hate. They've been through enough, you know, that's what I'm saying. They've been through a damn enough. But let's go on. Boy, y'all, damn. These company be a damn trip. All of them. I ain't excluding nobody.
Even through the Ground era, when they were million-unit sellers. Even though EXO is now known as a phenomenon and a trendsetter in K-pop, with their different concept, outstanding lineup, their beginning wasn't a happy story. Because they started in a big company, there were many people that thought that EXO was setting back other people with their concept. Despite getting attention very quickly, it wasn't all positive. After debuting with Mama and revealing their superpower concept, EXO were called SM's first flop group. Back quote at the time, South Korea was in the middle of a music drought. The era of Korean music seemed over, with G.O.D's album being the last to sell 1 million copies. 12 years ago, in 2001, when EXO debuted, it didn't seem like anything would change. Presented with title track Mama, a baroque pop song with Gregorian chanting.
Wait a minute, she said, huh? Wait, what she said?
Middle of a music drought. The era of Korean music seemed over, with G.O.D's album being the last to sell 1 million copies. 12 years ago, in 2001, when EXO debuted, it didn't seem like
that's not right, is it? I don't think that's right. 2001. No. 12 years ago, 2001. No, that can't be right. They must have debuted in 2012 because I think they debuted at least 1 year before BTS did. So that must have been in 2012. And I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere. It wasn't 2001. They're not old enough for that. So that was just like a little statement that happens. Okay, let's go on.
Presented with title track Mama, a baroque pop song with Gregorian.
Yeah, let me say this. I don't want to brush over that part right there. What they said about the criticism that EXO received when they first had debuted, you know, I can attest to the fact that a lot of people, and I don't know about other groups, I just know about ARMY because that's the fandom that I was a part of, you know, that I've been with since I got into K-pop. And I can attest that myself and I think a lot of ARMY don't know that, don't even realize that because, you know, BTS went through a whole lot of stuff and they were called, you know, this, that, and the other thing too. But I think most people don't know that they struggle with something like that too, because people just assume if they're from the big three that they had the support, they had all of the things in place that they needed to help, you know, get them that little leg up. When in reality, they had somewhat support, but it wasn't full, and they still struggled and they still went through a lot of different strife as well, which helped shape them into who they are too. That is really I didn't know that. I did not realize that. I think a lot of people would be surprised to hear that, because I just assumed that from the time they came out that they've been, you know, popping out all this great fantastic music and everybody's just been loving it from day one. That's eye-opening right there. Wow.
Enchanting, and a 6-minute music video that went a bit too into detail on the intricate mythology surrounding EXO's concept. The South Korean public was skeptical at best, repulsed at worst. Due to the huge success and the stigma of SM's groups, they were constantly compared with their seniors.
Oh, I can see that, yeah.
They had a lot of anti-fans when they debuted. Most of them included internet groups in China. Since XON was a Korean company-managed group and had started to gain traction among young Chinese teens, anti-groups were formed, many, allegedly, funded by Chinese media companies that started spreading baseless rumors about certain members. There were several actors in the fandom, especially Chinese, and they kept targeting each other's favorite members. For example, former members Chris and Tao's solo fans had such intense fan wars that the defamation rumors started hurting their families. On account of being inadequate in the eyes of the public, they were thrown in the SM dungeon for almost a year, until the release on XOXO June 3rd, 2013, with which they got their first win for the song Wolf, but also a day sang at Mama 2013, Album of the Year.
Yeah. Oh, that's heartbreaking though. And it does affect the families too, because how could it not? You know, they love their kids, their brothers, sisters, you know, they love their family. And to hear that they're going through that, it has to hurt the family at home, especially when they can't be with them and support them either. Wow, that's a big one. EXO on her dress.
After a year-long hiatus, since XOXO, they had first repackaged album, Growl, first winter special album, Miracles in December, and a second mini-album, Overdose.
I like
Things were going
the tree one
until May 15th, 2014, 9 days before EXO's first concert, EXO-M's leader Chris Wu filed a lawsuit against SM Entertainment and left the group.
Right before the
On
tour?
July 2016, he officially left EXO and his contract with SM still remains valid until 2022, which means that he will be under SM's management only for Korean and Japanese promotions, although he mainly promotes in China. A month later, EXO member Big Hyun was slammed with criticism when news broke of his relationship with Girls' Generation member Taeyeon. In October of the same year,
crazy right there how these
Chinese
guys can't even have a relationship.
Citing health problems. On July 2016, he officially left EXO, and just like Chris, his contract with SM remains valid till 2022.
They had him for a long damn time, don't they? That's like 10 years.
Discrimination between Chinese and Korean members and deteriorating health
That's how the
conditions.
companies are, though.
A year later, Chinese member Tao was missing during the promotional activities of Exodus and Call Me Baby because he had severe injuries. Tao was the last to file a lawsuit against SM Entertainment.
So SM was really problematic themselves towards at least EXO.
In China, SM filed a lawsuit against Tao regarding his solo activities, although the Chinese court ruled in the latter's favor and dismissed it. EXO, having started off as 12, was now 9. For many times, EXO's fans have witnessed their boys sitting on a wheelchair or wearing an arm sling because they get injured while performing or practicing. The one who is most injured is K, as he is the main dancer of EXO. His hips, back and thighs are usually injured.
That reminds me of somebody I'm not gonna say, but yeah, y'all, I understand. Damn. Same type of injuries too, same type of problems.
He showed up on a wheelchair at the airport because he couldn't walk by himself. EXO-Ls criticized SM for arranging too tight schedules which their idol's body couldn't adapt.
That's exactly what it is.
Heartbreaking incidents like this still happen frequently. Kay and Crystal's dating quote-unquote scandal also had an influence on their fandoms. At first, the relationship was supported by a lot of people, but gradually,
y'all, if this stuff is all true, damn.
His break time for recovering his injury, he received many criticisms. SM has refused many overseas appearances and promotions, such as billboards, collaborations with Clean Bandit and Fenty Beauty. Being a 8-year-old group, EXO still didn't have a world tour, even though they have a large fan base all around the world. Here I Come for the Snake, Mama,
I'm very surprised at that.
Asian Music Awards, 2017. Oh boy, I'm getting heated. They made a teaser making fun of EXO's debut song Mama, putting a giant X over their music video.
I even heard, and let me say, y'all, let me know, they might say it in this video. Damn, that was so shady. You know where they cancel. I even heard through my daughter that it was a situation where, how was it? It was something to the effect of some members were slated to have like solos, like I think 2 or 3 members were supposed to have solo spots, and they were definitely supposed to have it, and they had prepared for them and everything, and they were told they would have them, and then they just took it away. They just snatched it away. But yeah, damn, y'all, this is a hard video to watch because it does make you mad. It causes a lot of anger. Because if they'll do it to one group, they'll do it to another. So you can't be picking and choosing. They'll do it to them. They'll do it to anybody. Oh, yeah.
Like damn. You got the whole squad laughing. XOL didn't think that shit funny because we actually have a sense of humor. They got so much backlash that they eventually deleted the video and uploaded a new one.
That was really messed up.
They copied EXO's VCR idea from the election concert. They pushed XOLs to the point where EXO noticed that EXO's performance was in the middle of the show.
Today was manhandling the fans.
Performed the last. Chanel's rap part was cut. They won Album of the Year. Chanel cried and was at the LC upset because of everything that happened, plus fans being disrespected. And these troglodytes who sat in Mama 2019 and called them tears of joy. Miss me with your bullshit Mnet. That's not even all of it. Let me just put this video here.
Wow. Okay. Chan y'all, peekaboo. Why is there a pretty boy on unpretty? Okay, I'm ready, y'all. My name is always rather than my face. I'm EXO. I represent Korea. You love and grow, work hard, and make money. I'll get popularity. I'm probably hired. Place so crowd see me. Can't respect me. Don't respect me. I'm sorry. Go to Hong Kong. I know what going to Hong Kong means. Oh, I like that. The O's keep increasing. My bank account's like a cemetery. Damn. He went in, honey. See their faces?
Amen. During election concert in Macau, someone was pointing lasers to members' eyes, mainly focused on their face and eyes, which is both highly dangerous and disrespectful.
That is so damn disrespectful
seen squinting or rubbing
and
their
dangerous.
eyes after having a laser shot directly into them. Thankfully, there were no reported injuries.
Who the hell did that?
The album was barely promoted for a week. I'm guessing it's because this Backs was anticipated a lot, so it didn't even need any promo. And despite the lack of promotion, it did well in album sales. And also because SM is trash. During the Obsession comeback, SM was late with providing links for the pre-orders, and they still haven't restocked the albums. When people were protesting against Chen.
When was this man? Oh, this is for 2020.
Chanting hateful speech against him, his wife and family, we were hearing crickets. But as soon as someone does something that financially harms them, they pull out the lawsuits against fans.
Wow.
Here's Suho dragging SM as he should.
약간 좀 서운한 걸 느낀 것 같아요. 회사에. 예를 들면 예전에 한참 배우를 하고 관련했을 때 우리 뮤직비디오도 해외에서 하고 프로듀싱 공간
And the leader, okay, that's what you do.
좀 간략해서 나랑 좀 어떻게 보면 그랬던 얘기가 좀 미니멀리스트.
Wow.
My innocent director, Amen. Backquote the members, like all other pop idols, had to survive. Pressures related to maintaining appearances. Zirin, in particular, was constantly fat-shamed, and he revealed it in later years. He was emotionally traumatized, super conscious about his appearance,
hate stuff
and
like
forced
that.
himself
They
to
still
diet
do
back
that
then.
shit today.
When Bikayan tried to
Still
give his
do
opinion,
it.
he got scolded by Lee Soo-man for 3.5 hours. Do you know how long that is? EXO assassins attended by Bikayan's brother's wedding, causing a messy situation. According to the brother's friend's description, backquote, the situation got out of control. When EXO members appeared, those people who weren't present in the beginning suddenly appeared and started to push their way forward to snap photos. When EXO came out to sing the celebratory
They can't
songs,
live their
Sneakers
damn
stood on the
life.
chairs to record videos.
They
When the couple was
family
cutting their
can't.
cake, the EXO members were standing at the back. The fans took photos and even wanted their autographs, blocking the passageway for guests.
Wow.
Trash.
Just ruin they shit.
Here's Chanel talking
And
about
this is not fans. I know this. I know that name, the So Sangs or whatever. I know that these are not fans. These are not the people who really truly love them and support them and want to see them do well and love and care for their family and stuff like that. These are crazy ass fans who are very freaking delusional and don't think about anything or anybody but themselves and getting what they want, to the point of licking toilet seats and shit. So yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about. And just saw something similar happen with J-Hope's sister. Not on that scale now, but I believe they did say one was at her wedding, and I just think that's awful because it has to make the idols feel horrible when their loved ones are doing something and trying to, you know, just be normal, live their life, and then these crazy ass people come and destroy it. It's sad. That's not love. That is not love. That is not love of your idol when you do stuff like that. That's going too damn far. And all the idol groups have those. Wow.
4시, 3시간 이때 연습실로 가서 헤어 메이크업 하고 리허설 하고 자고 대기실에서 자고 그랬었던 내가 정말 엊그제 같진 않고 몇 년 전 같은데 근데 확실히 시간이 빠른 거예요.
That's horrible.
마음 앞에 파트가 없었어가지고 되게 섭섭했었어요. 사실 자꾸 김종이 뒤에서 춤추고 하지만 지금 그때를 생각하면 그럴만 했구나 하는 생각이 들어요. 오랜만에 그 예전에 공무원 집하는 그런 영상들 봤는데 거의 제가 없더라고요. 5명이 춤추고 있더라고요. 가려져가지고 제가 만약 그때 다시 언니가
Damn.
There are many OT8 people that disregard Lay as an EXO member because he hasn't been promoting with them for quite a lot of time and they want him to leave. Lay is unable to promote with EXO. We have been told that it's because he's busy with his solo project. But there's more to that situation. Political tensions between China and South Korea have limited his activities in Korea.
And it's so
Basically,
messed up,
if he
y'all.
promotes with
Damn.
EXO, that will anger his solo fans and he would be seen as a traitor to his home. But that would also affect the group's image, because he is an official member. Another reason why he isn't able to promote is because he holds an ambassador role, which makes him different from the other Chinese idols. He's stuck in between. I honestly hope he will soon be able to work with EXO again. Because I know how much
well, see, this is the thing. Now, the album they just did, I want to say Lay was in every single song on that album,
I'm sure there's more,
if I'm not
but I can't
mistaken.
put it all in the video. If I missed anything, please comment down below. Congrats to Chen on his baby girl. EXO and XOL's on their knees. EXO was the first group I ever stand, and I just want them to be happy, to do what they want, and I will be there to support them, and real XOLS, because they supported me when I was at the rock bottom in my life. I hope we can all be happy for them. Thank you for watching this video. As always,
strong power, thank you.
They must be your army too, because they had a lot of clips of BTS in this video, which is, you typically don't see that. I think it's refreshing though. The good thing about it is the fact that, you know, they came through, you know, for the most part with, they got over, you know, the hump of a lot of that stuff. Things still aren't perfect, I'm sure, and I don't think any group can boast or say that it is. Everybody still have little hiccups and issues and problems and stuff here and there, but damn, that's messed up. I just haven't really wasn't expecting. I was expecting a lot of the issues and the problems related to their mistreatment to be mostly from outside sources, not necessarily within in-house, you know what I mean? But damn, that was enlightening, y'all, and I really do. It gave me a new appreciation for EXO and their struggle and what they went through, because it is very hard. You do start, you know, you get misinformed, and you do believe and think that you know something and you really don't know anything. And like I said before, when you wrapped up in one group, you know, you don't know the struggles of the other groups. I'm pretty sure a lot of XOLs don't know the struggles of other idol groups unless they, you know, are multi, unless they have delved in. But typically when you stay in one group, you focus on that one group. You don't care about anybody else. You don't want to hear about nobody else's struggles, nobody else's problem, because it just doesn't concern you. It doesn't matter, you know. And so you hear a lot of stuff, you hear a lot of speculations, you hear a lot of lies, you hear a lot of misinformation. You have to kind of do your research and try to figure out what's true and what's not, because when you do take the time to look at a video or something like this and some of the other ones that I've seen, you realize that everything is not what it seems, you know. And I just feel like every day I feel like all these groups, all these idol groups are more and more similar. They have so much more in common than they ever could have that was different from each other. Even the fan bases are so similar. All the fans love their artists and want to be supportive to them, want to see them do well, get upset and bother when somebody tries to diss them or down them or take some credit or do anything. You know, it's like it's the same thing, and I never knew those things until I started, you know, delving and getting into other groups, and you know, and realizing how similar we all are, you know. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off no more, because I probably already have. But yeah, guys, I will say this: that was a great video. I'm glad I did it, and I'm definitely going to do the other one about the 2017 mama, because that just made me even more curious about all the details and everything, what happened with that. Okay, so also guys, if you guys would like a quick reaction, a 24-hour reaction, you know, just hit me up on my Cash App, and you could do a donation, and I will do a quick return 24-hour reaction, up to a 30-minute reaction. But you know, when you make your request, I can still do request the regular old way too. Okay, all right guys, so yeah, if you enjoyed that video, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, and also if you didn't subscribe earlier, go ahead and subscribe now. I really appreciate that. Okay, all right, so y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.